morning, children. Welcome to today's session. I hope you are all doing your homeworks well. So many of you are not doing your homeworks. Please try to do finish your homeworks in time and send me. And I am giving many of you not responding. So try to finish your homework in time and send me, because every week we will have a weekly analysis by your homeworks. So try to do your homeworks regularly without any delay. Okay. So in the previous session, what we discussed? In the previous session, we have discussed about a great person, our first Indian scientist, Sir C.V. Raman, isn't it? Sir C.V. Raman was our first Indian scientist, and he has won the Nobel Prize in the year of 1930. In which subject? In the subject of physics. The subject of physics. Physics is the part of the science. If you go to next year, if you enter in the 8th class, you will have a separate subject about the physics. Okay. So the effect what he has won in the physics, the effect what is it called? The effect is called Raman effect. And who is a professor of Sir C.V. Raman? A.H. Compton was the professor of Sir C.V. Raman. In which year A.H. Compton won the Nobel Prize? In the year of 1924, he has won the Nobel Prize. Okay, what is effect? Compton effect. Yes. So, where Sir C.V. Raman is born? He was born in Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu in the year of 1888, November 7th. And we are very happy to have such a great person, and we are very proud to have a great scientist in our India. And he is our first, and not only in our India, from Asia. In the Asia also is the first scientist who has won the Nobel Prize. And also every year on the 28th of February we celebrate the National Science Day in a commemoration of Sir C.V. Raman. Okay, so we may have heard many times in different about the C.V. Raman, and today also in the previous class also we are discussed. So we are very happy to have a great person in our India. So not only C.V. Raman, and we are also greatest peoples like APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay, he is also one of the scientists of our India. He was a very poor family. How he has achieved his goal, and because of by looking at these people, Sir C.V. Raman, APJ Abdul Kalam, and many people, by their lifestyle and by their life, or by their biography or their history, we can learn many things. What we can learn from them? We can learn hardworking and thinking about the future. That's why Sir C.V. Raman what he told to the young scientists. Okay, don't sit like rock in your laboratories. Okay, look around the world and work for the world. Okay, ఏమని చెప్పారనమాట, మీరు ప్రయోగశాలలో అలా కూర్చోకుండా ప్రపంచం చూడండి, ప్రపంచానికి ఏం అవసరమో మీ ద్వారా అవన్నీ మీరు కనుగొనండి, ప్రపంచానికి మీరు చాలా అవసరమని ఏ విధంగా ఈ C.V. Raman తెలిపాడు. సో you and me also very important for our world, to our country, to our village, to our city. So let us not sit like a rocks. Okay, being this COVID, we are all staying at home and we are all wasting our time, isn't it? So don't neglect your time, don't waste your time. Try to do your homeworks regularly and do hard work hard, and improve your knowledge. Okay, improve your knowledge, and when you are free time, read some important GK or know about some more scientific things, and do some artwork or craft work which will help you to give your brain sharp. So instead of wasting all this, you try to do something else, so it will help you a lot. So these people are giving more values to us, giving more moral values to reach our goal. That's why, so I want to relate to this scientist. I want to tell you an important method which can help you to your studies. This method is called Kaulaji method. This method is called Kaulaji. Kaiji. Kaulaji. Okay? Kaulaji method. As this method, why I am telling this Kaulaji method means, so in our country, in our world, we have many different countries. But there is one country. It will be only ninth, ninth part of our India. Okay, compared to our India, it will be one part of the ninth. The percentage of 9% of the country have, and it is very developed country. And being in the second world, it was very collapsed. It was completely destroyed. Even though people are very less people, less population, and even though the country was developed, but whereas India, it was from my childhood onwards. Okay, I was listening, India is developing country. But whereas that country has developed and it is very well known for all the people. That is other than Japan. Okay, Japan is one of the very developed, very important developed country, and also we are getting many technologies from there, like Panasonic, then Crosco, and different companies. Materials we are getting from this country, and it's very developed. And being there very few population, they are very clever and they do very achieve things. They have achieved their goals, and it is very well developed country, and it's developed country. If you look at about Japan, it's a very good country and very developed. And this country also very famous for chocolates. You got chocolates, no? Yeah, I know that. So when the country was completely destroyed, okay, the people and the leaders, they plan to how to get back their country and develop their country. They have planned. Okay, so when they're planning, so when the businessmen all they gathered, and some important people when they gathered their meeting, okay, one of the person, like his name called James Williams, he had told that, okay, he has did his PhD in methodology. So let us try this method in our all things, in the business, in all everything, to develop our country. They started this method. This method is called Calliope. This method is nothing but dividing the maybe for example they want to do a work, they must divide the work. Okay, the work that comes out to one person, and he was dividing. Okay, for example this. For example, the work is a round circle. It has to be divided. Different shapes. So when it's dividing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When we are dividing the work into 7 parts, so if the work is given to 7 people, what happens? The 7 people will be involving in doing the work. So immediately they will be able to do the work what they are assigned to, and when all these 7 people are finished their work, it will be finished the working time. But if the complete work is given to one person, it takes a lot of time. But when this work was to finish, when we want to fulfill it, what we have to divide it, and if we give to different people in any time, the time when the time wants to finish the work, they will finish. In the same way, by this method, Kelsey, what they have done, they slowly take the whatever work they are dividing and they are doing, and they are going to finish. But this methodology, they all give the work, and whatever they work, whatever business they start, and they divided and they did it and they finish it. Okay, you may have doubts, if you divide so if you divide, it will be sometimes it is not possible. But if you want to do it, we can do it. So being the reason why they divide the work and they did it in a time and they achieved it. So in the same way, for example, if I'm giving any homework, if it is very, if you are having that homework is very heavy, so what I have to do? You have to divide. So I have to do the first part in the morning, and second part in the afternoon, third part in the evening, and the remaining part I will finish by the night. If you divide this work, you will complete in one other time. If you are not like, okay, I will do whole work in the evening, I will do whole homework in the morning or in the afternoon. If you delay, if you are neglecting and if you are wasting your time, you can't do your work. So if you have heavy work or whatever, baby, divide it. I will finish this bit in the morning, and the second bit in the afternoon, the third bit in the evening. If you divide it and if you complete it, you will finish on time, and you will reach your goal, and there will be no burdens and no pending works will be there. So try to divide your work or whatever maybe you get, divide it and do on time, and there will be no burdens and there will be no punishment also. So clear? Yeah. So try to have this method of Kelsey in your mind and have it and achieve it and fulfill, because it helps in country itself to become a developed country. So why can't we? Okay? Why can't? That's why many times I do. If you have many work, I divide it. I will do in this time. I keep always. I will have a timetable. I have a timetable always. I will have a timetable. Whatever I do, I'll maintain timetable. I'll do on time one. Okay, this time I'll do this one. Even when I'm studying, I used to keep timetable. In the morning I used to finish this subject. Afternoon, like this I used to keep a 1 hour for each subject I used to give, and I used to finish my books. So this has become my habit, and still now, even if I prepare my class, I'll say 7th class for half an hour, 6th class for half. I used to divide my time, and I used to do. In the same way, you to divide for each subject and have it, because without preparation we can't get the result. That's why remember 4 P's. I said in the beginning. I hope in the beginning I told. Remember the 4 P's always. Prepare, practice, present well, and progress well. So if you do this 4, you will achieve good result in your studies. Okay, clear children? So why all this I am telling means I want to do your homeworks on time, because many of you, because now you reach 7th class and you should not delay any homeworks. You should do your homeworks in time. Clear? Yeah. So let's take your textbook, page number 26 and 27. So we have finished the lesson, and I told the question answers also. What are the question answers? I told to write not all the questions, only leave it the only 4th question. Only leave the 4th question, and remaining all you have to answer along with the glossary. And we have vocabulary in page number 27. Okay, see the following sentences are from your lesson. Read them carefully and tick the correct meaning of underlined word in each sentence. His parents were keen to send him abroad for his higher studies. Okay, keen means what? What is the meaning of keen? Okay, what is the meaning of keen? Keen means eager. Keen means eager. They were eager to send him to abroad. Whom? Sir C.V. Raman. So next one. The world held the history as Raman effect. Okay, what happened? What is the meaning of held? Hail means called as a Raman effect. So like that, remaining 3 you write it. Next, read the following sentence. Rama was quickly delighted. The underlined word delighted is a verb and has been used to express a feeling of joy or happiness. Its noun form is delight. Now look at the following verbs and write their corresponding noun forms. So first one they have written see enjoyed. Enjoyed is a verb, and what is the noun form? Enjoyment. Enjoy is a verb, and what is the noun form? Enjoyment. And next one is surprised. Surprise is a noun. So remaining 3 you do it. And then now fill the blanks with the suitable noun forms with underlined words in each sentence. He was shocked to see a snake in his room, but he recovered from his dash in on time. Okay, he recovered from his eyes in no time. Sorry. So remaining all you do it, and there are answers will be there in your workbook. Try to write your own. If you are not getting, take help from the workbook. Okay, children. Don't copy from the workbook. If you try it, first you try it. If you are not getting, you take help from the workbook. The next bit, what is next bit? Read the following sentences and notice the underlined part. Raman studied in country to do the MA course. MA means what is the full form of MA? Master in Arts. I told you. So they have given few abbreviations. So you have to write the full form. First one I will do it for you. BA. BA means Bachelor of Arts. MA means Master of Arts. BA means Bachelor of Arts. So remaining all you do it. And not only this, you can also write what is MBBS, okay, PM, CM, and BCom, and B.Ed, D.Ed, okay. Then you write PhD. All this you write the full form. Okay, write the full form of these abbreviations. And the second bit also, read the following sentence and notify the underlined word. He used to spend his hours after office in the lab. What is the meaning of lab? Lab means laboratory. Plane means aeroplane. So do the remaining. So let's come to the grammar, page number 29. Now fill the blanks with in or at. What are these words? Once again listen carefully. In or at. What are these words? In the previous classes we have discussed about the parts of speech. Okay, do you remember, children? Yes. So on, in, at, these words all comes under the parts of speech of preposition. Okay, these words comes under the parts of speech of preposition. Okay, what they will do? What is the definition of preposition? Okay, it helps it used to show relation between the words. So let's see where these words should be helped and when it shows a relation. See, let's see by using this in or at. Okay, if I answer, you will be writing no, because I not answer. You just read the paragraph carefully and keep these words where it's supposed to be. You just write these words. Okay. Even in the page number 30 also is there. See, now fill the blanks with a and the. What is a and the? These are the articles. Okay, we have two types: indefinite article and definite article. We will discuss in later soon. So, but even though we have discussed in the last year, can you remember? If you just go through your grammar book, previous grammar book, you will find out these articles and use these articles. But I will do the first one for you. In 1987, M.S. Swaminathan was awarded Dash Raman Mahadaya Award. Okay, awarded the. Okay, when any award is given, the awards always will be having the. You must use the article of the. Okay, so finish that also. And finally, in page number 34, they are given one conversation. That is conversation between the Sindhu and Mary. So, in place of Sindhu and Mary, keep your name and your friend name. Okay. If you are visited any of your uncles or aunt village during these holidays, just write a conversation between you and your friend. How you spent and how your friend has spent. Just write one page of conversation between you and your friend about the visiting place, whatever you have visited during the last holidays, previous in the summer holidays, whatever. After the lockdown, if you have visited any of your uncle's house, just write a conversation. And this is your homework, okay, for today. And complete all the bits without any delay. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me at any time. And let us see the reading in the next class. Don't neglect your work. Please finish your homework. And if anyone have not brought your workbooks, please, this year our workbooks will be completely changed. So come to school and collect your workbooks. Okay, do your homeworks. Take care. Thank you.